Okay, we finished up the top shelf. We found some wonderful Power Ranger items. I had to put them back in that box because the ricks are just too big for tubs. Hence why I kept the box. It's logic. And now we're going to hit this area. So right off the bat, I found this on the floor when I was just moving the boxes around. This is a Night Force whale gun. That's about $15. Just on the floor. Just, just chilling there. I'm in need of mental health. Let's put it that way, guys. So here we have Beast Saga. So this is the updated version of Micey's eating stuff. There's no food in there, too, you little shit. So these are the updated versions of Battle Beasts that we all love. Fire, wood, water. Replace the dice game system. And they're more stocky. And I think that really changed up that love for a lot of collectors for the original stuff. They just look more stocky. They had little brick dice in them. They're really detailed. They are still nice figures, but the whole thing just kind of just fell apart. The entire thing got to, I think, a second series, and the clear variants, store promo items, all that stuff, and then that was it. It just didn't take off. The package, and to be honest with you, this has to leave a lot desired. There's just too much going on right here. I have no idea what the hell I'm looking at other than the fire guy. This probably is, yeah, these are all clear variants versus the individual blister ones that were much more displayable. So we'll take a look at this. I don't like the mice eating on that. These are not big money at all, maybe about 15, 20 bucks. That stuff was being blown out in Japan for quite some time. Look at this. These are old school toy shows, man. $8, Canadian Ideal version. Oh, actually, that might be European. I'm very sorry about that. Splinter, just, one. But like transformable, Velvandelba, dead stock. Look at that, $8 because nobody cared then. Oh, look at that. I think the previous price was like $3 underneath that, and the guy probably bought it somewhere for $3, and he's like, I'll just magic marker an 8 on top of it. The box got a fair amount of wear. I love the Mutations line as a kid. I got April. I got Raphael. Ah, man, good times. So I let this puppy go because I'm okay with having just the basics of packaged turtles and not going bananas and having every variation. It's just, again, guys, look at all this stuff. This is just one room. I think I need to tone it down just a little bit. So that might be about 35, 40 because they keep reissuing the market because Playmates doesn't care about collectors. They will reissue Playmates Turtles for the end of time. That being said, the end of time, you cannot advance with UCC milk coffee from Japan. So Evangelion is probably the most popular franchise up there, top 10 to the world, not so much in the US, but they're making products of this stuff 30 years later, people, like crazy. Everyone knows it's a cultural phenomenon. And this is a coffee can sealed with coffee, a little miniature figure. These are wonderful pieces. They had the UCC coffees in the animation, which I was just in Japan, and I don't remember ever even seeing any UCC coffees. After 2020, all the food product, like the choices you had, all the drinks variety, it's all gone. There was so much variety. So they probably still exist still. They have to find it in a special place, but they weren't at Lawson, that's for sure. I love stupid stuff like this. I love collecting the cans, so I'm going to keep this. Nobody even cares. And when you buy these in Japan at the collectible stores, they're always like, don't drink it. They're doing their best to speak that to you in English. Like, please don't open and drink it. You'll die. So we have another Crush box. Beast, look at that, look at that. It's not even really that old. The tape is just falling off, which is kind of amazing because this is the same issue we have with the Japanese original 1980s Beast formers, aka Battle Beast. The tape just falls off in the sealed packages. So that's actually kind of funny. There's yeah, just like the other guys. I'm falling apart. This is the original Japanese Wicket W, because the Ewoks get middle names, people. Model kit. So this actually is just a little resin kit, because in Japan, kits were a huge thing of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And then it kind of just, they do Gundam, obviously, but everyone doing kits is kind of a thing of the past. This was produced by Scuda, which brought over the Jedi carded figures and applied a sticker on the back, the Japanese text, and that was Scuda who released them in Japan when the Empire Strikes Back was done by Popey, which is Bandai, and then the original 12 backs were done by Takara. Isn't that crazy that all three companies got their mitts into Star Wars? So this is a fun, unique item. It's uncommon, but nobody really cares. It's just one of those things. Get the little snack down there too. Over 3 inches tall, which is kind of crazy because this is only made for the Japanese market, and everything here is English. And Scuda produced tons of superheroes and villains of statues that you could build like this. It was just one of those things of the 80s, and it's just, I'm gonna let it go. I remember actually where I bought that was Liberty in Akihabara. We have another one of these puppies. This one's in a better box. I might as well keep the better one. I just need one package. Nothing different about those. Okay, we have Supergirl, the new 52, which is now the old 52. That's just how it rolls. Look at those bug-ass eyes. Look at those eyes. Honey, lay off the drugs. Seriously. So these are wonderful figures. Again, they just keep producing this stuff over and over. And how much shelf space do you have? I mean, do you have as much crap as I do? You probably do. I mean, there's a point where you're like, I can't keep the world. So I'm probably going to assume that's a kryptonite piece there. It could be something else. It doesn't look jagged. It looks a little more smoother than it should be. I'm just saying. So that being said, I'll look that up. I have no idea the value. I like this Supergirl, sometimes Superman stuff, and just like the colors, and just have the duo next to each other. But we're at that point, man. Same thing, man. Look at this. Beautiful set. This is the Lord of the Rings, Arwen and Frodo and the horse, Athfloth. That is a terrible, terrible name. Man, I mean, it's Elvish, so she named the horse an Elvish name, but it doesn't sound Elvish at all. It sounds like you're having a goddamn seizure, and you're just trying to say something, and it came out like, oh, fluff. Whole toy line, absolutely stunning. Thank you, Toy Biz, for all the effort you put into this. And look, it even lights up. Her chest lights up. All women should have their chest light up. It's very attractive. And that being said, this entire toy line is beloved, respected, but has no value. And I think that is also, as I mentioned earlier, there's dead toy lines, and I keep saying it over and over. Harry Potter, Star Trek, where like the franchise is huge, but no one's collecting anything and everything about it. They're just like, yeah, they don't care. So this is probably worth about 25, 30 bucks. That's about it. And it also comes back to the point where it was not meant for kids, really. Like, you can play with it, kids can play with it, they can enjoy it, but a lot of adults bought these things and they kept them sealed. And when you have that many kept in sealed packages, well, you know what happens then? The market doesn't go up because it's oversaturated. So I'm trying to let go of the Lord of the Rings in general. Like, the loose ones are fine. I might keep that one because it's a nice sequence. Get rid of all the box sets, keep like 1 or 2 of these package pieces, and then just, you know. But now we're talking about Voltron. Oh my lord, it's Voltron. Look at that. Oh man. So LJN got the license for a couple oddball like electronic moving items versus Panache Place. Got the action figures to license for those. And it was kind of a scattered license. Tons of product was produced. Tons of novelty stuff. Almost up there with He-Man. Like, more than Transformers. I mean, Voltron was a sensation. Gosh, I love it. And this came from Evans, $4.99. I literally walked into Evans around 2004, and this was dead stock, chilling in their basement for $4.99. I love my Voltron. I do wish this was in a better box. And the problem is, I like to have Voltron stuff. I like to have them displayed. I would like to upgrade this, but we're at a point now where the market's so strong. This is not going to be a $50 item where I can just go on eBay, you know, I could years ago, and just replace it very easily. No, this will probably be like dead stock sealed $200. And you're at that point now, you're like, I can't afford that. So I'll just shut my mouth. Maybe I'll get a nice box and swap out the inserts. Because, I mean, you can't really consider that still sealed, even though I can't open it. But I love my Voltron. And the movie's coming out. I'm actually excited about the movie. Versus the He-Man movie, I'm not as excited about. Because I think the He-Man movie is going to be bogged down with the usual movie business. The insiders all wanting to put their name on something or rewrite the scripts. And I just think it's going to be I want to be wrong, but I think it's just going to be an average movie. But the Voltron one, I think, is going to have more ability to be something unique. So these were little displays that you would hang on your wall as a kid. They produced, I believe, 4 of them. Man-at-Arms, Skeletor, I think it was Beastman, or was it Orko? These are just fun items, man. Like, and again, the value on that's like only $20. We're going to keep that. We're chewing through it. We got the Beast Change Kit. They were very simple when it came to Japan and naming their items. The Beast Change Kit. So you can get Mastodon Optimus, or you can get Magmatron. This is a more uncommon Kabaya kit that you have to build yourself. And if I'm correct, this one is... I thought it would say it. Maybe I'm just not reading in the camera. But in general, these are very hard to get now. Originally in Japan, a lot of these Beast War novelty items were everywhere. They'd bundle them up in like a little saran wrap around them and be like $10 for all 8. Like, they just want to get rid of the stuff. And my recent trip to Japan, I was seeing so little of this Beast War stuff in general. And I looked them up online. The market's definitely getting stronger on this stuff. Hence the give and take, or if you can't find them anymore, take a big guess what's happening. They're all up in value. So this is the final series. It's going to be more uncommon. This might be like $50-$60. I'm going to hold on to this for now. We might have more kicking around. I used to buy tons of this stuff and just bring them back for BotCons. But if I brought it downstairs, then that might be the only one. I don't know. We should talk to the Admiral. This is the file card for the flag, and I have so much flag stuff kicking around. Everything underneath here is just all flag, and I just want to get rid of pretty much all of that. So we'll just kind of like just put that off to the side, and we will start wrapping this video up